Hola mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for what you can expect in your life, what surprises, blessings, and what are you up to this August. So for those of you that are returning subscribers or you already watched tarot pick a card readings, then you already know what to do. The timestamps for your messages are down in the description and pinned comment of this video. But for those of you that are new to my channel, hi, I'm Velvet Cat, a fashion illustrator and instructor in Los Angeles, sharing knowledge and inspiration with videos about art, entrepreneurship, and now with my newfound passion for tarot, also pick a card collective readings like this one to provide you answers for any questions you might be experiencing in your life, advice messages from the angels that are watching over us, motivation to follow your dreams, and all around empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. If you're completely new to tarot and have never heard of it, or perhaps you might, then I'd first like to start by saying that it is not what you think it is. In my one-year journey of doing tarot, after a lifetime of being a skeptic, I've come to learn that tarot is simply just a tool by which those of us that choose to awaken our innate spiritual gifts, since everyone has a spiritual connection, but not all of us choose to listen to it. So those of us that do, we are doing this so that we can confirm your intuition, empower your choices, and also to guide lost souls towards their own unique happiness with divine guidance. And by divine, personally, I mean God, angels, and spirit guides. But depending on your own beliefs, that can be completely different. My channel is all-inclusive, judgment-free, welcoming to all that would like to join me in this ripple effect of spreading love and light, no matter how tough it is. Each new generation is breaking through destructive cycles with awareness, knowledge, and action, and there is so many ways that you can do this as well. For me, that is one of them being tarot. So what is a tarot pick a card reading? Well, in a little bit, I'll be showing you some options to choose from intuitively based on what you're feeling, so that then the message you pick resonates closest to your own life and provides you the answers most needed at the time of watching. As I already said at the beginning of the video, for returning subscribers, the timestamps for the piles and for each option are down in the description and pinned comment of this video, so that you can easily just click on the one that you picked and the video will fast forward for you to that respective message. And since this is a general reading divided into just a small group of options, not everything will resonate. But if you're not vibing with it at all, then perhaps you might have picked the wrong pile and you can go back and pick a different one. Plus, sometimes the angels and guides that I ask for answers don't always want to provide everything because they want you to trust in your own life choices and in your divine protector, whichever that may be based on your belief system. So, are you ready to pick a pile and find out what you can expect this August? All right, so these are the options you can choose from. We have pile 1 with the amethyst, pile 2 with this blue marbly looking stone, and pile 3 with this turquoise combination stone. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. And once you have decided, then you can fast forward the video to that respective message by clicking on the timestamp in the pinned comment or description of this video. Hey there, pile 1. This reading is for you if you chose the amethyst crystal here. And now we're going to be looking into what you can expect in the month of August, starting with, we want to find out, what are you currently up to? What are your plans that you know of? And then we will dive into unexpected surprises and blessings. And finally, we will complete your reading with what you need to know in the general sense and in career and finance and in love. So let's see what we have for you. All right, so I've divided the month into weekly cards. And for your first one, you got Ascending the Mountain. Look at that. And it says, keep going forward. You can do it. Whatever you're struggling with, I feel like you might be starting to doubt yourself. That's the type of struggle I'm referring to. And you're being encouraged to keep pushing through. Do not give up. Like sometimes we feel we've done so much work. We've put in all the hours, poured our soul into whatever we're doing, and sometimes we might feel like we're not going anywhere. Well, you most certainly are. And to make the process more enjoyable, you've got to look at the beautiful flowers around you. Look at like how it's showing in the card, and take breaks when needed. And remember why you're doing this. Having a really strong why will make the process less tedious and will keep your motivation strong. So it looks like during the first week of August, you'll be pretty busy. And then for the second week of August, are you guys artists? For the second week, we got Journey by Moonlight, which says on the card, believe in magic. See, perhaps you might also be losing a little bit of faith, like how I was saying. You're having that self-doubt, losing that encouragement. And in addition to that, it looks like you might also be losing faith in the universe, in your spiritual connection, in your manifestation powers. Or if you don't currently use such energies to make your dreams possible, then during that second week, you might stumble on something that really sparks it in you to want to work with Source, work with the divine in a new way. And for those of you that are believing in manifestation and law of attraction, and you do pray or meditate, then this second week of August, there could be a little bit of magic that happens in your life. Something to surprise you, like actually meeting the love of your life or receiving a gift that helps you in your life, or receiving an answer of some kind that moves your goals forward. Something that you might have actually been wishing for, but it hasn't happened until this second week of August, then it shows up. Because this Journey by Moonlight card is beautiful, isn't it? They're having a little bit of a festivity. It feels like there's music in the air, possible romance, or just really nice enjoyment of life. Like a whole new feeling of relaxation. I'd be super excited for you. It feels like something exciting is on its way. And then for the third week of August, we have the card here, Watching Clouds, which says, lie back, rest, and relax. Oh my goodness, look at that synchronicity. Didn't I just say relaxation? And then here is this card emphasizing that. So by the third week, you get to breathe. Perhaps by taking a trip, like road trip across the coast, or just something short like visiting a nice beach in your area if you have one, or even having like a slumber party or something where you get to enjoy some wine or water, whatever is your preference, or tea with a group of people that you love, that you cherish, or even by yourself, having that moment of self-care depending on what it is that you value. You get comfy, like in the card it's showing you're on this hammock with pillows, and how it's talking about clouds looking up into the sky. Then towards the fourth week of August, we do have this card, Miracles, look at that. And it says, expect the wondrous to emerge. So even more miracles, like in the second week, you could be seeing that sign, you could be receiving a spark, and by the fourth week, by the end of the month, it manifests. Kind of like if you apply for a job, then in the second week you receive the yes, and then by the fourth week, you get to start that job. Or if you get connected with someone, like if you meet someone online for dating, for those of you that are out there dating, in the second week, you meet them online, and then the fourth week, you meet them in person, and you're just vibing, and it's magical, and you feel like this is the one. I also got a message that for those of you that are in the influencer industry, like through social media or a YouTube channel, or even launching your own business, running your own business, that emphasizes the miracles in the blessings part of your reading, because in the blessings, unexpected surprises, we've got here the fates and chaos and conflict reversed. So first one, chaos and conflict reversed, that is emphasizing that as you do relax, as you do welcome in more faith and not always needing to hustle, and perhaps even throughout all the work you've been doing on yourself, like shadow work or writing down your feelings, getting to know yourself, then you're able to now not react to situations. You're able to see things from a bird's eye view and figure out the answers and move forward, or experience your feelings, whatever causes some emotional turmoil, and move forward from there. By doing this, you will get that success, like the miracles that we were talking about that are happening for you this month. And the Fates card I was talking about, for those of you that are entrepreneurs or influencers, it shows that even more success in your endeavors, that you will be the star of the show, that you are radiating through this leveling up spiritually, emotionally, and that in turn leveling you up financially. It looks like you will be having a beautiful month of August, and there is nothing to worry about. Although we'll get to that part. There are some worries I do sense, and that's why the cards are trying to encourage you to be more on the positive side of things. Because what you believe and what you feel, that is how you create your life. So whatever obstacles you've been dealing with, stressing you out, they're going to just fall away. And now what you need to know about the upcoming month of August in your life, we do have this music song from the cards that I painted and wrote song lyrics in the back. It's the song The Seed by Aurora, and it says, "You cannot eat money when the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned. You cannot eat money. Suffocate me so my tears can be rain." That is an interesting message. And along with that one, we do have the cards here in Oracle. Bring it into form, card number 41. After the storm. See, look at that. And it's also talking about a storm that is ending. This is card number 1. And seeing the true you, card number 29. Then last one here, we do have Moonstone, which is a card of heightened intuition. And this is an angel card, which says to be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. So I did kind of sense that based on the song lyrics. The song lyrics are from one of my favorite music artists, and she sings from the heart, not necessarily just like love songs. I think she only has like one love song. But so her music tends to be more about the environment and kind of like self-development type of songs, to believe in ourselves. And so in this song about not being able to eat money, It is a message of how consumerism is a problem in the world that perhaps you might actually be conscious of. Or if it's not consumerism, then it could be anything else that you are opening your eyes about, that you really care about, that does concern societies, communities, animal rights, health, and well-being. And the Moonstone card emphasizes your empathy. Plus, the first card from Oracle that says chaos and conflict is a number 33. And those numbers, 11, 22, and 33, show that you could be a starseed, someone like a light worker, someone like me that does want to spread love and joy and change the way the world is functioning, because the way it's currently been led is not working for us or for the animals or for the world. We need more light workers like you, more rebels to speak up and stand up for the defenseless. If you're also new to spiritual intuition, then this month you could be getting stronger signs, and that will aid in your endeavors. Like perhaps there's actually something that you've been working on that hasn't been completed, and that's why you're kind of needing to keep pushing forward since things aren't advancing as quick. Well, by completing this, that's what will push things forward. So your angels want you to be extra aware this month. Do not brush any ideas to the side. Write them all down, because you get these ideas since you have the ability to make them happen. And you need to pay attention to your intuition, not only about work, but also in relationships and friendships, since empathic people tend to give a little too many chances to those that don't deserve them, those that will possibly not have greatest intentions. And so with the 3 oracle cards about what you need to know, the questions come up of what is it that you haven't finished, or what is it that you haven't started? Because these things, you really need to get them done. Your spirit guides want you to finish them or do them so that they can help you move forward in finances and confidence and all around in your life. The world needs what it is that you can offer, whether that be creatively or by helping others. You have something unique about you that needs to be shared, that you can bring to the table, even if you don't think so. Even if you think that whatever career you're pursuing is super saturated, there's no such thing, because everyone has unique perspectives and experiences, including you. By the way, if you're now looking to change your life drastically, then I also got another message from the Fates card, which is that there is no right or wrong way to do things. And there's no rush either. You don't need to try to become a millionaire now, and you don't need to quit your job to start your passion project. As long as you're listening to your intuition, not fear. Like, don't stop just because of fear and doubts. But if you do sense that perhaps this isn't the right time, that's totally okay. You can always get into it later. There is an abundance of possibilities in the world. You are on the right path. And in whichever way you're successful, big or small, you are most definitely cherished by those that you touch their lives. Now, for what you need to know specifically in career and finances, we do have these cards. The Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So as you noticed in the Nine of Swords, it does look pretty dark, but all 3 cards are right side up, and the entire reading so far has been beautiful. Like I was saying, that this month of August will be full of blessings for you. There's nothing to worry about. The Nine of Swords is just showing those doubts that you perhaps are causing in your own head, since swords are the cards of the air element. Meaning what goes on in our minds. Our thoughts can create turmoil that perhaps is not entirely all around. I sense like you could be someone that is often in your feelings and in your mind, overthinking a lot of situations and taking things perhaps a little personal, even in career where things need to be professionally distant. Since I had mentioned earlier that some of you could have your own business or be an influencer like social media or YouTube, perhaps you do receive some negative feedback and it hits you. You feel like they're attacking you, but they're not. Their response is based on their one experience. So how can you make up for that? How can you fix the issue to show top-notch customer service? Or if it's feedback on your content, then most definitely you don't need to take that personal at all because they don't know you and they don't know all the work that you put behind what it is that you're passionate about. So whatever questions come into your mind, wondering if you're in the right path, worrying about what people think of you, you need to release it all, just let it go, brush it off. And if that's difficult, I've actually practiced this myself and I encourage it. You could even pray to your angels or meditate to your divine source to ask them to take that negative energy from you. And I know I'm talking about career and finance right now, but with the Knight of Cups, that one is the Knight of Romance. So for some of you, you might actually have someone that is a romantic partner that will be there to listen and understand and perhaps even relate with you. Now, for the love messages, we do have here, for those of you that are singles, 7 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. And those are cards of struggling with trusting people, perhaps, since the 7 of Swords is a card of sneakiness and like being fake. Perhaps the people you're dealing with could be putting up a front, and or your past people have been like that. They have broken your trust. So now you don't know who to believe and what. Or it could even be you that is not being open, not being vulnerable, and hiding your darkness. If you feel like there is certain darkness that could scare people away or have a reason to not like you. That's the feeling that I'm having here with these cards. But because in both of them, the characters are looking forward, then I do feel like your spirit guides want you to keep on going no matter what. It looks like the dating you're doing, at some point you will meet the person that is right for you by putting yourself out there, not by blocking everyone. And if you do need to gain a little confidence with who to trust, then there is lots of content on YouTube that can now educate you on that. So that was for singles. And now we can complete the reading for those of you that are couples. We do have here 7 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. So these are kind of similar energies. In the first one, for those of you that were singles and for those of you that are couples, in the first one, you're one person and there is the number 7, which makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune card. And that's a card of life being up to you, that you hold the cards. You're in charge of your life, not the other way around. And the second card for both singles and couples, we have 3s. Even though in the second, and for couples, it's the 6 of Pentacles, there's 3 people in the image on both cards. And so now with the number 3, that is an angel number of faith and like family, community, friendships. So now for those of you that are couples, I do feel like whatever you're experiencing that we mentioned here, obstacles in your way, or even haters or negative comments, whatever you feel attacked, you might need to open up with those you trust. They could really be encouraging to you, bring you a new perspective. And for some of you, it's not even your business where you're feeling attacked, business or career. It could be certain relatives that are causing tensions in your relationship. And I feel like the message here is to remember that you two are in this together. And at the end of the day, it's between you two, not everyone else around you. You can listen to opinions, but always bring it back to the two of you. meaning that communication is very important this August. Don't beat around the bush, don't hide your feelings, speak with respect and love, but most definitely honesty, so that you can understand each other and see if there is something that needs to be addressed. And that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts, to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. Plus, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, pile 2. This reading is for you if you chose this blue, fun, but mystical looking stone. And now we're going to be looking into your upcoming month of August, starting with what are you actually already up to? What plans you already have that you know of to confirm that this is the right pile for you. And then we're going to look into what you can expect as blessings and surprises. And finally, we will complete your reading with what you actually need to know from your angels and spirit guides for general sense, career, finance, and for love. Let's see what we have for you. Alright, so first I divided the month into weekly cards, and for your first week of August, you have this card, Grounding, which says to go deep, explore your roots. And for some of you, I instantly feel like you might actually be looking into your history, your family history, looking into your bloodline. Is that what you're doing? That would be really intriguing to know about if you commented down below. And for the rest of you, I do feel like your month of August is starting pretty nice and slow, relaxing, or you're taking care of yourself because of like perhaps illness or an important reason other than illness. Something perhaps is having you really take a break. And for others of you, it could be that you're actually seeing certain family members that you haven't seen in quite a long time. Then for the second week of August, we do have the card Wondrous Universe, which on it, and look at how magical that is. So in this card, it says walk in beauty. So I feel like for some of you, you are taking time to beautify yourself, whether that be with like getting your hair done or getting a new set of nails or going shopping or even getting tattoos. What is it that you are doing for yourself this August? I'd love to know. And in addition to that, it does also feel like some of you could be taking another trip or continuing your trip and seeing beautiful new places that you haven't been to before. Wow, and then for the entire month of August, your cards do show all of these trips, because then for your third week of August, we have this card, View from Above. And this could be multiple trips, or it could be one long trip, like maybe you're going from location to location on that trip. So in this third week of August, we have that says, get the big picture. So in addition to taking that trip, I feel like some of you could actually be getting some spark of idea, some answer that you've been seeking, like especially if you've been doing some soul searching. Then you figure out what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, or how you want to change things up. Perhaps you actually notice certain things about your environment in these new places you're traveling to, and that is the spark that you want to help communities. Or through these trips, as you meet lots of different people, then you're learning from them and their worldviews and their ideas. So you're seeing the bigger picture of things, thinking a little differently. Like what it is that you really value in life, what you want to prioritize from now on. It looks like in addition to all this enjoyment you're having, you're still learning quite a bit. Then for your 4th week of August, we do have this card, Watching Clouds, which says to lie back, rest, and relax. The relaxation continues, my friend. Wow, you are a lucky one. And so this could mean that you are still out in the trip the entire month of August, or you get back home and like you get to refresh, recuperate from all of this traveling you've been doing. So you get cozy with your pillows, your blanket, your music or a book, and tea or something to drink, and feel spoiled. Wow, very cool. And by the way, if you aren't going on trips this month, then it could be that you are planning them. So for your blessings, you do have these beautiful cards. Card number 50 that says no place like home, along with card number 1, which says yang. And so for these two cards, it's definitely clarifying that your life is full of beautiful blessings. Like you have a secure home, you have a strong value of self-worth. That's what I get with the yang. That's all about like being confident and going for what you want, living life with passion. And everything is pretty much aligned for you. Like you are on the right path. That is the answer that I have for you of what blessings you can most certainly currently enjoy. And for surprises, perhaps your partner actually gives you the keys to a new home, or you get some new decor someone gifts you, or even a pet. Along with how I mentioned already, the spark, some type of spark that is really going to ignite in you some new goals to strive for that you didn't know you had it in you to care so much for this. So now for what you need to know, first I started with some cards that I painted and wrote song lyrics on them. In your cards, we have the song Oliver Tree, Cash Machine, which says, when is it enough? How bad do you need that stuff? What's it all for? Why does it seem like you still want more? When is it enough? Turns out you don't need that stuff. Interesting card, interesting lyrics. And we also have the card here, Happiness by Soul. In this song, it says, sometimes I feel foolish, sometimes I act stupid, sometimes I feel perfectly me with nothing to prove and shit. Nothing to do but do my best and chase happiness. Because if you ain't having fun, what are you doing with yourself? Beautiful lyrics. Lastly, we have this song, Streets by Doja Cat. It says, I can't sleep no more, in my head we belong, and I can't be without you. Why can't I find no one like you? So those are the song lyrics. Perhaps they speak to you. And personally, I already feel like they are talking about what truly brings you happiness, including romantically. I feel like for some of you, those that are with partners, you guys are super passionate about each other. That is so beautiful. And now what else you need to know? We also have these cards. Wow. Card number 3, which says inspiration. And card number 15, which says big, bold vision. So that's what I was talking about, how you could have this new spark for something big, and you're being encouraged to follow on that. Plus, I do sense that you are someone, I mean, maybe that's how you're able to live so freely, like how you're able to travel and relax. I do sense that you are someone bubbling up with ideas. So that's why you're receiving this spark that contributes to a community or something that is unanswered in the world or is needed. This big project of yours, you are receiving this idea because everything you touch turns to gold. Like you have the skills, you have the experience, you have the perspectives, the unique ideas to make this happen, and perhaps even resources and networks. Both cards do have the busy bees, emphasizing how much of a work ethic you have. So just be careful on that. Make sure to keep that balance between work and life, meaning that you still prioritize life. You don't like brush it aside. And if you're someone like me that has a ton of ideas, you want to do them all, then remember to just perhaps focus on one, finish that one or two, finish them, and then move on to the next, because you will always have time to check things off your list. It's interesting too that both cards look similar in the features of the girls. And so I'm kind of feeling like you have certain admirers that you are inspiring them with your endeavors. They want to be like you. Perhaps you can actually share your insights or mentor them if you have some time for that. Because the more that we can spread knowledge that teach people how to catch a fish, then the more we can have creativity and happiness in the world and change in our communities as well, since some of those creators are also contributing to fix the issues that we currently have. Lastly, for some of you, with what you need to know in a general sense, we do have this angel message from Tiger's Eye. And this one says self-confidence through God confidence. So perhaps some of you might be doubting your potential, your creativity. Like maybe if you are bubbling up with tons of ideas and they're especially eccentric ideas, others might be imposing their opinions on you of what you can and can't do. And so you need to believe in yourself. Like try to not allow their clouding to dim your sunshine. How this card says, believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. How I mentioned that you're getting these ideas, you're getting them because you can do them. And especially if your ideas contribute to change in the world, the divine will want to be on your side. They will want to help you. Keep on doing you because you've got a lot of power. And now for your career and finances. Wow, we do have these cards. The Artist reversed, along with the King and Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're either with a romantic partner or business partner that you are destined to be with, and that you two can make great things happen together. Since you both have that fire, the passion, the drive, and even the creativity, like not necessarily needing to be with art, but creative thinking to figure things out no matter what. And both of you working together, you can bring a lot to the table, since perhaps you have things that you can offer and they have things that they can offer. Put them together and you make magic. So it looks like you're a power couple or power partners. And for this month of August, because of how we have the Artist card reversed, perhaps there is something you need to really consider about how balanced your life really is, like how I was talking about earlier, with prioritizing yourself and your family. Since work can always be changed, it can be replaced, but people cannot, the ones that you truly love. And this message might also be here because of how I was saying that at the beginning of the month, perhaps you're either sick or there's a reason why you need to rest. and towards the end of the month as well. Your angels really want you to take care of yourself, to pay attention to your needs, your feelings, your health. If you do need to put any work down on the side for a little bit, it will be there when you get back to it. Now for love messages, here for singles, we have the cards, the Devil reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. So this seems to be a message of how you could be going back and forth between certain habits you're trying to change. That's kind of like what I'm seeing here with the Devil. That is a card of negative habits, negative thought patterns, negative addictions. And then the Eight of Cups, technically it's about moving forward, making changes in life, but they're both reversed. So with the Devil, it would have been, now that it's reversed, it's emphasizing or it's telling me that you are trying to make those changes. But then with the Eight of Cups being reversed, it's like you're going back. You want to move forward, but then you tend to go back. So your spirit guides are really pointing out here that you still need to do some work before you can actually meet your person. Otherwise, you could keep falling back into the cycle of toxic people. Draining you, using you, lying to you, causing unnecessary drama. And you do not deserve that because of how you have such a big heart, so many ideas that can impact the world. You are a gem deserving of being with another gem. All right? Now, for those of you that are couples, we've got some beautiful cards. We've got the King of Pentacles, along with the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So see, the Ten of Pentacles is about spending that time with family. I feel like you're building up a beautiful family here. See, in this picture, they have the baby, they have the two sons, and they have a dog and two cats and a home. And it's the Pentacles cards, meaning they are also financially secure. Then with the King of Pentacles, this is a guy that is eating his cake, drinking his wine, and just enjoying the fruits of his labor. So it's trying to tell you here what I've been saying earlier. I'm kind of repeating myself about paying attention to yourself, your home, taking a moment away from work perhaps. Being able to enjoy what you've been able to manifest, to what you've been building up. The more you can enjoy it and be grateful for it, the more that will come your way. And I do sense here the little bit of angst that you might be feeling with the Knight of Swords, like you're ready to go. But like I was saying, you're gonna get back on track soon enough. So what is it that you can put to the side for this month of August to de-stress as much as possible? Like how in this image, he's surrounding by all of this darkness, all of these crows that he's like trying to get out of the way. Those crows are the clouding from people stating their opinions, causing you stress, or from work that you could be overloading yourself with, or even your own thoughts, if you're not letting them out respectfully and for healing. Also, for those of you that have kids that are pretty grown up, perhaps one of them might actually be leaving the nest, or some of them could be causing some tension, some drama. And just remember that you're in this with your partner, that you can work together, communicate, figure it out, and then talk to your child if they are causing some havoc. Or for those of you that your child is leaving the nest, then know that they will be safe and sound, especially with your prayers. They will be back sooner than expected. It might feel like it's a long time until you see them again, but time flies, so they will be back soon. Plus, trust that they will be fine because they've also got your warrior spirit. Wow, beautiful reading. So that's the reading I got for you. If you resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channels for others that need a little encouragement in their lives. Plus, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 3. This reading is for you if you chose this aqua mixed beautiful stone. And now we're going to be looking into what you can expect in your life this upcoming month of August. We'll be starting with what you're already up to. What are your plans so that you can confirm whether you picked the right pile. And then we'll proceed with unexpected blessings, surprises, and finally we'll complete your reading with what you need to know in a general sense, in career, finance, and in love. Let's see what we have for you. All right, so I divided the reading into weekly cards, and for your first week of August, we have distant thunder, clear the air. So it looks like there is some type of dilemma that could be happening, and you need to really communicate clearly here. You need to let out your feelings with respect, of course, with not like attacking everyone, because that no one is going to listen to no one. And try to mediate, try to get everyone to be calm, but you do need to still speak up, speak your truth, and take action on that truth. Like with how it's saying to clear the air, perhaps there are certain things that you need to change in your life, to get rid of, to distance yourself from. That way the thunder doesn't keep causing harm, or you can avoid it altogether. As you watch from a higher perspective, where you are ready for it, you know what's going to happen, and so you know how to respond wiser than you've done before. Maybe it could also be meaning that there are certain turbulences and dark clouds that are staying and that have been staying, that you're holding back, and it's really encouraging you to let it out. At least your spirit guides and your angels would like you to do so that you can heal. But at the end of the day, it's up to you what you do with this situation that happens in the first week of August. And then for the second week of August, we have the card Desert Passage. And this one says, trust that there is a divine plan. So beautiful. With that, perhaps some of you will choose to move forward in a new way, and you are being encouraged to trust in your choices. Once you make those choices, stand by them. Do not go back. And with whatever does come your way, whatever thunder hits you, trust that there are lessons you can learn from here. For some of you, I do sense that you might not like to be alone, but that is part of your life path, and it's not so scary to be alone. Once you do that, then you can learn about yourself. You can actually empower yourself even more to where you're confident to achieve anything, to achieve all your goals, to go for your passions. And you get to know yourself in the sense of what you'll allow and not allow in life, so that then the rest of your friendships and relationships are more fruitful. Starting long journeys alone could feel very overwhelming, to think about everything that you have to go through. So instead of doing that, just take it one step at a time. You don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to have everything be perfect. And look at this journey with excitement, like a child that is starting school for the first time. Maybe the first day they're nervous, but then after a couple days, they're having fun with the kids. The answers always reveal themselves in time. And then for your third week of August, we have the card Grace and Gratitude. Such a beautiful one. And this one says, through gratitude, joy expands. So perhaps in the third week of August, you do start noticing the things around you that bring you joy, and maybe even practicing gratitude, like by writing it down or by meditating on it or visualizing it, and acknowledging everything that you truly do have, like a home, like clean new clothes, like a TV and movies to watch and internet. And that's why you're able to watch this video. Like the card says, through gratitude, joy expands, so does abundance and everything you want. As you focus on what you're grateful for, more of it will come your way. Rather than focusing on what you don't have and being pessimistic and not taking smart actions. Since focusing on what you don't have gives you doubt because you're not there yet. We need all the confidence we can get. Some of you perhaps are attending some type of ritual event or seminar that actually teaches you a new source of enlightenment and guides you to see the world a little bit differently, towards where you can then, like the card in number 4, your 4th week of August says, you can believe in magic. So this one, we have Journey by Moonlight, along with answering the call. And this one says the time is now. So see, perhaps in the 3rd week, something happens that the answers click. And so for the 4th week of August, you start taking action on what you've been putting to the side, like your passion projects, your hobbies, or even starting a new course or learning something new, or actually going for your dream that you might have believed is not for you, that maybe you are not good enough. With how the cards are talking about a journey, and then there's a visual of a girl going out of a doorway to a new world. I do feel like this end of August, you might decide to take that step, to move or start that something new that I've been talking about. Open yourself to possibilities and new doors. Also, for some of you, I did get the message that if you have been engaged, then towards the 3rd week of August, you are spending that time with your family, your loved ones, your friends, and really enjoying your time right before the wedding. And then towards the end of August, there we go, we have the celebrations, and it's magical, it's blissful, and you're ready to go with this new journey, this new part of life. And before we proceed with the reading, one last message I do get is that some of you seem to be celebrating major events in the end of August, like something you're super grateful to have finally completed. So exciting. So I'd love to hear about it. Please let me know in the comments what it is that you're celebrating. And now for your blessings. Sorry, I had an alarm I forgot to turn off on my phone. But so now with what surprises and blessings you can expect this upcoming August in your life, we have Chaos and Conflict, card number 33, along with To the Sea reversed, card number 7. Let's see if that looks, I hope that looks clear. I can't really tell. But so with these cards, this one might seem chaotic, the Chaos and Conflict card. I mean, that's what it says. But I actually feel like certain conflicts can be blessings in disguise, because finally action is taken to change your life. And finally the truth comes out. Also, this doesn't necessarily need to mean that there is conflict coming your way. It could be that there is change happening in your life, excitement, new uncomfortable type of excitement, new and eccentric and weird possible types of experiences and changes in your life, but you're super excited about them. They give your life spark. And with the To the Sea card reversed, perhaps there is a bit of a slowdown. That could be a surprise that comes your way. Like with how you do want those changes to happen, there could be a slowdown in your plans. Something to keep in mind. But how I was saying, with the Chaos and Conflict card, certain things can be blessings in disguise. Like instead of getting angry about these situations and your plans not going accordingly, flow with it and remember that you've avoided unnecessary issues. Like same with how the other card said, trust that there's a divine plan. And this could also include moving or taking a trip. Now for what you need to know, I have these cards here that I had painted and written music lyrics in the back. These are the songs Rare by Selena Gomez. That one says, Saw's getting older, burning toast in the toaster. My ambitions were too high, waiting up for you upstairs while you act like I'm not there. And the song Bad Drugs by Chris Lee. This one says, feeling so good to you tear through my heart. Can't cover the scars anymore, baby. There's blood in the sky and birds couldn't fly and I'm losing my mind, running through me like bad drugs. So this is emphasizing a certain situation that you're dealing with in relationships. And I feel like you already know this, you already sense this, that perhaps the person you're with is not right for you. If this is someone that you're not married to, of course. And because if you are married, then that's where communication is important. Let them know your feelings. Not like you don't pay attention to me or I feel like I'm alone, but actual feelings like I feel sad, I feel frustrated, and then be specific. This is actually something I'm learning from the book Nonviolent Communication, which I highly encourage that you read so that you learn how to communicate effectively. So let's see, what else do you need to know? We have the cards here, Conscious Connections, number 35, and number 26, Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So with these, it's emphasizing what I was talking about, like certain situations at the beginning of August that could be causing tensions. Then you can learn to release your reactions from these situations, like after going through them and noticing the same things happening and over, and then you react, but the issue is not fixed, and it happens again, and you react, but it just keeps going. Then perhaps you could actually be learning to release, separate yourself from your reaction and how people's actions are on them, not on you. But you do get to decide what to do from there. With gaining awareness over how you're feeling and how people are treating you and making conscious decisions of what you will allow in your life, what type of boundaries you demand to be respected. By the way, with demand, I'm not talking about like, these are the boundaries that I have and people have to do them. I just mean like, you will demand that respect for your boundaries so that if anyone crosses them, then you can choose to leave them out of your life. Because we don't need to be trying to control people here, trying to change people. It seems like whatever people are triggering you to feel and react, this is what you really need to be paying attention to understand it, to know why it's triggering you. And you can start by writing it down, because just keeping it in your head, we most often don't figure things out just like that. By writing things down, or even by seeking advice, professional advice or therapy or someone to listen, you can actually learn from what you're feeling rather than just living life not knowing what you're feeling and not knowing why things are happening. Then for your last oracle card, we have here the gold card, which says divine intervention. It seems like the divine might actually butt in a little bit. Usually they don't. They don't like to impose their actions, their own beliefs. They don't like to impose on your free will. But with this card, it does say God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So perhaps they might be sending you signs because they want you to talk to them. Not because they're trying to control you or like lure you in a certain way, but like they're trying to catch your attention, whether that be in dreams or through other people or animals or even song lyrics. And they want you to talk to them so that then you can gain clarity in what your actions can be for your future, and clarity in your feelings, and clarity of your past. Even though they're giving you signs, it won't be effective. They are not able, how I said, they're not imposing themselves on you until you actually call for them, whether through meditation or prayer. And by the way, for those of you that might be worrying about religion, or perhaps you're like, no, not for me, this has nothing to do with that at all. If you are religious, awesome, you have a strong connection already. But if you're not, you might still be spiritual, because everyone does have a spiritual connection. We just choose not to listen. And so how I said, the divine is not a religion. They are love. Source is love. The universe is love. And the universe, source, wants to work with you, wants to work with everyone to create more beauty, more love, and happiness in the world. Don't ever be afraid to ask for assistance. They are there waiting. Angels especially, they are obsessed with helping humans. All right, so now on to your career and finances. You got quite a lot of cards. You got 7 of Swords reversed, along with the Ace of Pentacles, along with the Moon card reversed, the Lovers reversed, and the Magician right side up. So I feel here like with how the Lovers and the Moon cards are reversed, that those of you that are single or dealing with relationship conflicts, this is getting in the way of your career, because how you feel about your relationships and any tension that happens in your relationships, it drains you from what is your true purpose. That could be why you're confused about what to do with your life. And with the 7 of Swords reversed, this is also emphasizing how you could be holding back in your true potential, because you have a lot of potential. You have the Magician energy. The Magician is a big manifester of your dream life. That is you. You can manifest whatever it is that you want, because you have unique thinking for whatever you put your mind into. You have a unique personality, charisma to bring into the table. You're able to work with others or on your own. And you're very talented when you really set your mind on things. Talented with your hands or your body or your mind. So with how we have the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles right side up, perhaps someone sparks something in you, or they're like planting a seed about what your purpose can actually be. And so some of you, I do sense here that you might finally decide to invest in your future, in your passion, something to really elevate your life, because you might be done with it, done with the drama, done with feeling lost. All right, so see that it continues, the little story there continues with messages for those of you that are singles and those of you that are couples. Because for singles, we have King of Cups and Justice and the Judgment card reversed. See, Justice is right there hanging on a thread. Is just up to you. And with how we have the Judgment card reversed, I do sense that some of you won't choose to listen to your intuition about the people in your life that are affecting you negatively. That's the same message for couples, because then we have, for couples, 10 of Cups reversed and 2 of Swords reversed. See, 2 of Swords is also one of making a decision, but it's reversed. And that is what I'm saying, like some of you, not everyone. I kind of feel like those of you will wake up that want to change your life, and you will take justice, you will take charge of your life, learn to balance things out, and including masculine and feminine energy, like feminine being nurturing to yourself and your goals, and masculine taking that action and setting your boundaries. Then for singles with the King of Cups, that is an energy of a person that is wise, emotionally available, that could have their eye on you. And they're also someone a little bit more mature than your past partners. But they just have their eye on you. They're not yet going to reveal their feelings. And you'll need to be a little bit patient. But for those of you that are in a relationship, if this has been a decision that has been lingering for quite some time, you might actually finally decide to take action on ending such a relationship that hasn't been working out, that isn't as fulfilling, as connected, as beautiful as you had imagined, or even healthy. And like I mentioned, for both, whether single or in a relationship, it looks like you could choose either one or the other, like meaning you could choose to stay in what isn't working for you or change things up and finally move forward towards what will work for you. Oh, and one last message though, for those of you that are married or in a really serious relationship where you guys can actually work together, but it's just like a few little things that are getting in the way, then perhaps now you do decide to finally let it out all on the table so that you can move forward as a team. If perhaps you've been fearing what they would think about you and what you feel, worried that it could end things. Well, if you open up and there's respect and you're both understanding of each other with true love, then it's going to continue beautifully, better than before. Because what's meant to be does continue, it does stay in your life. And what is not good for you, it will move itself away in time. Unless you fight it, of course, it's up to you. And that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that I chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe since I'm still a YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. You can also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching.